Technology is moving subpar with the speed of light. Thus, it's important to understand where technology is going and get there first and build an infrastructure. Once you have the infrastructure, you put yourself in the best opportunity to win, as you have all the capabilities to meet the mass market needs. Good evening, everyone. My name is Alexi, and I'm joined by Cedric, Andrew, and Zach, representing Falcon Consulting, presenting you our solution, Hedging for the Edge. I will now pass on to Cedric, who will take us through the analysis.
Thank you, Alexi. So I'd like us bring us to the main objective of our solution. How might MYOB integrate generative AI into its value proposition to secure competitiveness over the next 5 years? Some key considerations we found were that over 1.21 million SMEs use accounting software across Australia and New Zealand to aid in their financial processes. Developments in generative AI in recent years have enabled businesses to make leaps in efficiency and cut costs where necessary whenever it's implemented. Our strategy is to hedge in order to gain an edge. The impact of this is a net present value of $263,000 after our project is implemented, while enrolling over 32,000 new SMEs into the MYOB system. MYOB currently holds the second largest market share and must act to aid clients. While it currently possesses over 30 years of history providing accounting software to its clients and has a partnership in order to rapidly improve with automatic live customer service improvement through the utilization of the DICE partnership, its comprehensive product offering is favored by a large portion of business professionals. However, in recent years, market perception has fallen with the existence of full cloud storage competition such as Xero in comparison to MYOB's hybrid system, and technical issues as well as the pricing that often fails to meet the demands of its clientele of SMEs. It's critical that MYOB acts quickly. The majority of potential clients are cautious, while the existence of generative AI poses a critical opportunity. SMEs are increasingly resilient after years of COVID-19 uncertainty and an unpredictable economic climate across Australia and New Zealand. Rising interest costs lead to a cutback on costs and a lack of investment in new technology to improve efficiency. And carefully considered economic decisions are what have kept these businesses alive throughout this period. However, the accounting software industry has a largely positive outlook on generative AI, as it enables the reduction of tasks that enable more time to be spent on value add and professional development for accounting and financial trained professionals. It aids in fraud detection to prevent audits by finding potential anomalies through historical trends and flagging them, while generating intelligent suggestions, context relevant guidance, and aiding inexperienced users, which often come from the SME background. I'll now be passing on to Andrew.
Thank you, Cedric. So in coming up with our solution, in ideating this solution, we've come up with some key criteria for success. First of all, we need to maintain and increase MYOB's competitive advantage using this generative AI solution. We also want to give the idea of financial risk and place this at the forefront of our clients' minds, especially with the use of accounting software and the importance of accounting and business decision making. And then, of course, we want to improve our clients' financial literacy. And so we need MYOB to really focus on that edging part of our approach, which we'll show to you shortly, but really focus on the education that we can bring to our clients. So the main problem drivers that we want our solution to focus on is the small to medium enterprise kind of category being increasingly cautious of the investments that they need to make in the technology and R&D industry because of the main kind of sunk costs that come along with this. Also, the introduction of generative AI in accounting software is a relatively new opportunity, so there can be some hesitance to invest in this technology, but we really need our clients and MYOB to get on this idea quickly, and which brings us to the third problem driver, which is to really strike while the iron's hot. We really need MYOB to focus on this now, and I'd like to pass on to Zach to continue this point.
Thanks, Andrew. So with these opportunities in mind, our problem statement is: how can MYOB integrate generative AI into its value proposition to secure competitiveness over the next 5 years? I now have to pass on to Alexi to run through our solution strategy.
Thank you, Zach. Our strategy includes mitigating risk whilst continually providing value to retain customers and gain new customers. Hedge includes predictive financial modeling to allow businesses to see around corners which they've never had the opportunity in the past to do so. And with Edge, now they have the edge. They can learn about their business through a tailored approach to give them data-driven conviction. The predictive financial modeling will allow for optimization in all financial aspects. Businesses will have the option to twig around the certain information, such as the changes in the economy, if there's financial injection, or if there's financial decisions such as selling a certain aspect of the business or buying more inventory. Thus, the financial outputs will be given. The benefits are that you can give 3 perspectives of different stages of risk management, as well as strong data conviction to make actionable outcomes more positive, as well as mitigating risk. Especially in an economic downturn, it's important for businesses to find ways to alleviate financial pressures. I'll now pass on to Andrew to take on our second part.
Yeah, so the second kind of part of this is really the edging process, which is really putting the financial decision-making in MYOB's clients' hands. So we're looking to integrate this generative AI solution into a chatbot with MYOB's user interface so that it becomes a very seamless and streamlined way for their users to actually utilize the software. So we want to provide a real-time solution for troubleshooting for the clients to kind of take a bit of the burden off of their customer service team. And through this vast array of data that will be accumulated by the generative AI, we'll be able to give more precise kind of pathways for this generative AI to come up with solutions for how the customer service team can actually tackle the problems that have been requested more by MYOB's users, and thus also come up with generated recommendations on how the customer service team should attack these problems based on this data. So using the predictive modeling system, this will be the catalyst for accurate forecasting and improved decision-making on behalf of MYOB's clients, which will thus improve their competitive advantage. And increasing the education of MYOB's clients will also increase the amount that they're able to mitigate risk. And so being able to use the platform of OpenAI is really just the first step in creating this solution. So I'd now like to pass on to Zach, who will take us through the finances, the implementation, and the risk management systems that we have in place for this solution.
Thanks, Andrew. So as per our user acquisition forecast, we forecast that this solution strategy will bring 32,000 new clients to 32,000 new SMEs to MYOB's business. And after conducting a profit and loss analysis, we estimate that this solution strategy will result in a net profit of $429,000 at the end of 2027 once our strategy is fully functional. And also after calculating the total MPV for the project, that number came out to $263,000, which indicates an overall net benefit to implement this solution. So on the screen is an overview of our implementation timeline. So by hedging in AI technology, MYOB will have to focus on these must-win battles, such as the integration of API plugin from ChatGPT and the pilot and launch of the internal multi-language artificial intelligence system in 2026. And then next, the ultimate benefit by hedging on AI technology is the edge that MYOB and its clients can gain. So by making more informed decisions and utilizing AI as a learning and supplementary tool to be able to make convincing financial decisions and to be able to plan ahead of time. So there are 3 risks that we identified, which we have mitigated through this risk analysis. The first is data privacy. So clients can mitigate this risk themselves by turning off the ChatGPT history. And also by 2026, we will have implemented our own multi-language artificial intelligence model so that it will keep our privacy and data in-house. The second risk we face is the inaccuracy of models. So we're going to mitigate this by combining different AI systems to reach consensus answers and then also conduct sensitivity analysis for each model produced. And also the final risk that we have is a lack of interpretability due to differing levels of financial literacy. So we will build forecasts in a user-friendly manner, which conducts the findings in a really simplified manner for business owners to be able to make decisions confidently without being lost due to a lack of financial literacy. Thank you for listening.